You're always there for everyone else. You anticipate needs before they're spoken. You carry emotional weight like it's your duty. You check in, show up, over deliver, and still you wonder why no one ever asks if you're okay. If that hits home, you may be living as the caretaker, and it might be time to reclaim your energy. I'm Sandy Bartlett, and this is Journey to Self Power Beyond People Pleasing. This month, we're exploring the 5 personas that often keep us stuck in survival roles. And today, we're talking about the caretaker, the woman who gives everything she has and then wonders why she feels empty. But before we dive into that conversation, let's pause for our intuitive moment. I pulled the Aquamarine dragon from Neptune from my dragon oracle deck. This beautiful dragon carries the energy of peace, deep emotional healing, and letting go. Neptune invites us into the realm of higher wisdom and emotional flow, where we release the heaviness we've been carrying and allow pure, soothing energy to wash through us. How perfectly aligned for today's episode on the caretaker. As caretakers, we often hold on to everyone else's emotions, managing, fixing, absorbing, and trying to keep everything calm. But the aquamarine dragon whispers, you don't have to hold it all. It invites you to surrender the emotional weight you've been carrying for others, to allow your own needs, feelings, and healing to rise to the surface, to trust that releasing control doesn't mean abandonment, it means freedom. As we move into today's soul dive, hold this question gently. Where have I been carrying what was never mine to hold? The caretaker learned early that love had to be earned by being helpful, reliable, selfless. She likely grew up in a family where she became the one everyone could count on, the emotional manager, the steady one. And while that may have been praised, it often came at a high cost. Her own needs were pushed aside. Her own desires became whispers. I remember going through a time in my life where it felt like I was holding up every pillar in every room, at home, at work, in friendships. And at first, it felt good. It felt like purpose. But eventually, I realized it was also my pattern, my way of avoiding the discomfort of receiving, my way of feeling safe through service. And when I wasn't needed, I felt anxious, unmoored, less valuable. That awareness was a wake up call because giving had become my identity and burnout had become my baseline. So I want to ask you, when you give, is it from choice or obligation? When was the last time you received without guilt? And have you learned to confuse being loving with being selfless? It's not bad to help, but when your value is tied to it, you always feel depleted. The quote for our Whispers of Wisdom, you can't serve from an empty cup, but you can drown trying. You are not selfish for needing rest. You are not too much for needing care. And you are not weak for wanting to receive. Here's what I want you to try today for your empowerment action. Pause before you say yes and ask yourself, am I giving from overflow or obligation? Then take 15 minutes and do something just for you. Block it on your calendar. No guilt, no multitasking. And if this episode hits home, make sure you take the people-pleasing persona quiz. Find out if you've been living as the caretaker or one of the other personas and what your next step might be. After your result, you'll be invited to book a free 30-minute Awaken the Shift call with me. This is your time to be seen, supported, and reminded that you matter too. Next week, we're moving into the peacemaker, the one who avoids conflict at all costs. But for now, if you've been overgiving, overextending, and overlooking yourself, let this be the week you begin giving from overflow. And until next time, be true to you.